Alrighty guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for another episode picking up right where we left off. I actually just finished the last playthrough, so this is literally me just continuing essentially. But we just finished the second escape room and we took the elevator, so now we are gonna see what's in store for us. We got a couple more rules talking about how once we finish puzzles we're able to go through all the doors and stuff like that. So yeah, good stuff to know, and I'm looking forward to seeing how these keycards work in getting like our BP points and how all that works, because I feel like we don't have all the rules for that quite yet. So yeah, let's maybe find out this episode, shall we?
This is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too.
Okay.
The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Okay.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Okay, so we're not back in the main room yet. We have to keep going, huh? Yeah, it won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
So if we hit both the buttons on our watch, will we get a timer to when these unlock?
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Right. Wait. Oh yeah, the time left, okay. Oh, 2 minutes. Oh, 2 hours. Wait, what?
For fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them
Okay.
that note we found?
Sure.
Ooh, the note. There are other notes. Cool.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too.
Oh, did they get the same
We
thing?
found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in a safe in the lounge. Here are a few more rules for you. Once you've opened a door, you can hop through it as much as you like. The chromatic doors are like that too. Once you open them, even I cannot keep you from getting out of them. Once again, any color bracelet can go through any of them, and as many people as you like. Yeah. Yup, we read all this. Okay. Yup. That was all the stuff we read. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the
I
warehouse.
don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The ambidex room key.
Yeah, so they got one too.
We found some too.
Oh, so we all got 2. That makes 6 then. One for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
This guy.
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Jeez.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
No balls to back up his big words. If you're gonna try to be different, at least be different. Stay. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Bloop, 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 bloop. Alright. Lounge. We are just traveling.
So, this is the lounge.
Oh, okay, so we're all just going back the way we came?
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. Some of your favorite scotch.
Oh. Tempting. But I don't really think now's the time.
Good man. Better resistance than Fi. We had to convince her that it could be poison to stop her from drinking. Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Oh, I didn't notice that. Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the nonary game, and if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already? Probably all of us. We probably all knew each other.
Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want. You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith.
Huh. Did he have money problems before coming here, maybe?
I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
What the heck? What? That's where we're leaving it? What did he do for a living? Bloop, 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 bleep, bleep, bleep. Alright. Warehouse A. Welcome to my kingdom.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For
Hello, AI Zero.
yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it.
B.O.? Why B.O.?
So I'd watch my mouth if I were you. Otherwise,
Well, do you really need me to spell it out?
Forget it.
That's a good boy. Alrighty, let's get back to what we were talking about earlier.
Okay, let's do it.
How do you get more BP?
Alright, now we're gonna get the explanation. We go into the AB rooms, right? Look. We've got some keys for them right here. Kay and Quark have 2 each, so we've got 6 altogether.
But who goes into what room?
Right, that's what I was wondering. These ones have a sun, are the other ones different? I didn't notice.
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
So could we all go into the same room?
But there are only 6 rooms.
Didn't I tell you? The 2 members of a pair share the same destiny.
Then you mean both members of a pair need to go into the same room?
Yes, yes, yes.
What do we do after we go into the room?
play a game.
Huh.
It says on the door. You play
The ambidex game!
Okay.
Wait, what's ambidex supposed to mean anyway?
I would guess it's short for ambidextrous.
That's what I said in the beginning, which is kind of obvious.
Most use the word to refer to the ability to use both of one's hands,
Yep.
instead of favoring the left or right. But it can also be taken to mean someone who is duplicitous or two-faced.
I didn't know about that. It's a game of betrayal, then?
Well, yes, I guess you could put it that way.
Then what's the nonary game?
Oh, that refers to the whole enchilada. The nonary game is a game where you try to open the number 9 door and escape. The ambidex game is just a mini game you play as part of the larger one. Make sense?
Yes.
Like hell. This shit is confusing.
Well, it makes sense that you would have that problem, Dio.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carats short of bushel? What do you think, B.O.?
Oh, I see. Is it D-O, B-O, it, like, rhymes? Is that the only reason?
You arrogant little bastard.
Well, that's just how I am. So you better get used used to it. Now, could I have you all move to the AB room, please?
What's with like the just going with like random accents all the time?
I'll give you more specifics once
I'll
everyone's
give you more
inside.
specifics once everyone's inside.
I think it'll probably be easier to understand that way.
Okay. Quark, Kay, Quark, and myself each gave 1 card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion of who'd go in which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading into the leftmost room. Okay. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Okay. What? This game's got a time limit too? Wait, what? 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 What the hell? Who is this?
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who
Alright,
she
it's already
is. Just
getting
get
complicated.
everybody over here.
Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found someone. This is the one that fucking, didn't Kay come out of here and he was holding Clover, right? If I'm not mistaken. And she was still knocked out. Yeah. I believe so. And, so wouldn't they have seen this? She's unconscious. I didn't wait for a response, just turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... Oh my god, nope, she's not unconscious. She's probably dead. Blood, she's covered in blood! I leaned down to listen at her mouth. Nothing, no breath. She was with shaking hands, I felt against her neck for a pulse. I was sorry, I paused there because I was just thinking to myself, like, so far, I guess there is the threat of death if we, like, do the doors wrong. So I guess there is a threat of death. I feel like these characters aren't as scared of, like, dying, right? Like, we had the whole, we had, like, characters, like, freaking out about dying in the first one. Like the 9th man and stuff like that. But we haven't really had that too much. Everyone's just kind of, like, Dio has been the most resistant, but everyone else is like, alright, well, let's just play this game. Anyway. No movement, just cold skin. I don't see a
What the hell were you yelling at?
bracelet.
What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Luna should be the one looking. She had some kind of medical knowledge. Yeah, she's not breathing. And I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Does this look like an accident or a suicide to you?
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they
Yeah.
might be able to stab someone in the heart.
Kay was the one that came out of that room.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously.
Yeah, you sounded like you were joking there, Fi.
Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary.
Alright,
She
to the
might
infirmary.
be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
DOK and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Tenmyoji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us, not quite. It was more like he was staring toward us, a smoldering spark of something burning silently behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost to the infirmary that I realized Tenmyoji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we found the body. I turned to look back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. I mean, obviously my first thought of she's an older lady, right? Is she his wife or something, you know? Obviously that's my first thought, but... Alright. Infirmary. The old woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her felt almost like carrying an old dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed as if we were afraid she might break. She looked so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
Let's hope so.
Anyway, I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but...
Where's Luna? Yes.
What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor?
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
What is that supposed to mean, Alice?
Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy? Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner.
Okay.
It's called an atom.
An atom?
It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Sure, whatever those words mean. I'm just kidding.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And
This
just how
is-
the hell do you remember that?
This is 2028. We have all kinds of fancy stuff.
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Alright. Oh, I don't like that POV. Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex, female, estimated age, 65-75 years, diagnosis, deceased, cause of death, exsanguination. She was choked to death. She wasn't, or like, you know, suffocated. That's what exsanguination is, right? Estimated time of death, 3 to 4 hours ago, I'm guessing. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through the 4th intercostal piercing heart. Wound characteristics, wound margin, clean, continuous, wound angles, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. Wound cavity, 150 millimeters, wound length, 30 millimeters, wound width, 3 millimeters. Conclusion, based on the characteristics described above, there's a 95% chance the wound was caused by a sharp, single-bladed instrument. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Was she stabbed with a oh my god, Sigma, you fucking idiot.
It means a tool of some sort. A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Yeah, I mean, you could still have a knife.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left.
Right.
Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover.
Yep.
Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Except for Zero.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you two left. Which means...
Fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Yeah, I mean, it's true. I definitely don't... I'm not going to say it's not him, but I think this line of thinking is wrong, especially because, I mean, obviously Zero has full control over this facility through the AI. Zero could easily just be like, hey, open this door for me. Like, I'm sure that the AI can bypass all the key cards, and if not, they could just go through the top hatch. He locked it, so he can probably unlock it, you know? So, while we were all in the other rooms, someone could just put that body in there easily.
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
Yeah, Dio, smart. Good job.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
Why does Clover look like she's from the Flintstones?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Right, that's exactly what I was saying.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero. Or rather, Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her. Just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just part of the game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Oh.
10 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah, that's not good. We need to go get our BP.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has
I don't like this polling and vote
any
stuff.
non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Ally. Huh. What does that all mean? Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is...
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Jr.
So
After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
We just gonna leave this dead old lady here? Alright. Alright, going back. We're really going in there? I kinda don't want to. I mean, there was a dead lady in there just a few minutes ago. Huh, wait. Fi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa. What the hell's she doing? What is that noise? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously?
What?
That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up What are you up to up here anyway? Oh, is that us climbing up? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
The hatch?
Try opening it.
No luck. It won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's K, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until
All right.
ambidex game polling closes.
We gotta get in here. We gotta do this.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Algernon. He's a rabbit. I've honestly heard Algernon before, but I don't, like, I know for sure I've heard that, but I don't know the reference.
Look. There's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. The ambidex game will now begin. To enter your vote, please touch the start button on your screen. Once you have entered your vote, the door will lock automatically. It will not open again until the polling period has finished. Okay. And locked. Well, it looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Alright.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
Here we go, guys. So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was that old lady? Who...
Will all of you please stop bombarding me with questions?
All?
The other people in the other rooms are asking me stuff just like you are, Siggy. I guess you probably can't hear them since these rooms are completely soundproof, but B.O. is especially loud. For real, B.O., I need you to shut up. There isn't much time. I gotta hurry and explain all this stuff, or the game will end before I'm done. So, no more questions from now on. No answers for anybody, okay? You just have to wait. Now,
Alright.
let's get this party started. Let me tell you.
What are we voting on? Who we're gonna kill? Let me tell you about the AB game. Jesus.
You're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody. Each round will be a one-on-one battle. Mono a mono, or mono a womano.
Alright.
There are 2 people in each pair, aren't there?
So it'll be more of a 2-on-1 battle, I guess.
Now, I imagine you're all wondering who your opponent is going to be. It's actually really easy. You'll be competing against whoever you paired up with to go through the chromatic doors.
Oh no, we're competing against Luna?
For example, Siggy and Fido paired up with Mooney and went through the
Mooney?
magenta doors.
I guess Luna.
That means that Siggy and Fido will be playing against Mooney. And it goes the other way too.
Damn it.
Mooney's opponent will be Siggy and Fido.
Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Alas.
Potassium? Wait, who's Potassium? Potassium and... Oh, K? Is K the... is Potassium K in the scientific table or whatever of elements? Alice.
And Bo and Quark's enemy will be Tenmeoldy. Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally, then they're your ally.
Huh.
What? Don't get it?
Nope, I don't.
Well, don't worry. Just listen while Zero the Third explains it all.
First, I want everybody to focus on the screen on the device in the back of the room. You should see A, ally, and B, betray on it. Do you?
All you guys have to do
Is pick! Just pick one of those easy options! Your BP will go up or down, depending on what you pick.
Huh.
It's a little complicated, and some of you are a little slow. So, I made this handy chart. The
Okay.
plus and minus are from your point of view. So, let's say you choose ally, and so does your opponent. You'll get 2 BP, and so will they.
and you'll all get a nice warm fuzzy feeling inside.
We call that the best pals outcome.
Okay.
Just puts a smile on your face, doesn't it? Next is what you get if you choose ally, but your opponent chooses to betray. If that happens, you lose 2 BP, and they get 3. We call that the stupid jerk face outcome.
Somebody did that to me, I'd skin them and stew them with some taters. The third choice is the opposite of that. It's when you choose betray, but your nice, innocent opponent chooses ally. This time, you're the one who gets 3 BP, and they're the one who loses 2.
Right, makes
We
sense.
call that the serves them right outcome. I mean, what were they thinking? Choosing ally was a stupid choice, and there's nothing for you to feel guilty about. And finally, the very last scenario. This is when you choose betray, and so does your opponent. If that happens, neither of you gets or loses anything.
Interesting. So, if I'm understanding this right, so let's say I was going up against Dio, and I just assumed that he was gonna pick betray, you know? And let's say he does pick betray. The best I can do is neutralize that and get no points, right? Because if I pick betray and they pick betray, it's 0. If they pick betray, there's no way for me to gain points, whether I pick ally or betray. There's only neutral. So really, picking betray is a dumb option, in my opinion, right? I guess unless you're assuming that the other person is gonna pick ally, because then you get extra points, you know? But if that happens, either you gets or loses anything.
Absolutely 0 change in BP. Boring. We call this the why even bother outcome. As the game master here, this is the situation I want to avoid the most.
Okay.
You're probably wondering about the pairs, aren't you? Well, let me explain. Remember how I told you that both people in a pair share a destiny? Well, that applies here too.
Makes
The two of
sense.
you only get one vote. You get to choose once between ally or betray. That doesn't mean you split your points, though. You both get 3 points, or lose 2 points, or whatever.
Okay.
In other words, what you see on this chart is what you get. Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules.
Well, actually, there's a little bit more. But
It'll just have to wait, I guess.
What?
After all, it's almost time!
Oh boy. Hey! Wait!
No! I won't wait and I can't wait. Didn't you hear me? It is time!
Of course. 1 minute
1
remaining.
minute
Yep,
remains
of course.
until ambidex game polling closes.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here. See you later! Have a nice trouble.
Alright.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
No, screw you, Fi! What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray
We
Luna?
don't know if she'll ally or not.
Have you seen her personality?
If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
What kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait, what do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until ambidex game polling closes.
just press the damn button!
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. This is not the time, Sigma. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. Oh my god, we have 30 seconds. If I don't do anything, it'll just vote ally for us anyway. Oh, wait. Oh yeah, I guess that's right. We did hear that, duh. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's it's over supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah, we don't know how many of these polls we're gonna be doing, right, guys? Like, we haven't been told, so if we dip down to 1, how does she know we can't work our way back up to 9? She would have to know, like, how many rounds we are gonna go, you know?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
She's just sitting there with that face.
3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
Oh. Wait, did we run out of time, or are we actually picking right now? Why is ally red? I'm picking ally. Vote has been recorded. Please wait.
Round 1 of the ambidex game has been completed.
I think Luna is a nice person. I don't think she'd betray. I guess maybe we'll see her true colors. She could very well be evil in the end. I don't know. You never know in these games. But for now, she hasn't given me a reason to think she wouldn't hit ally as well.
Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your participation. Ambidex gates now opening.
Okay. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Tenmyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma?
Huh?
Don't play dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think anything through that quick? It would have taken, like, half a second just to process what you said.
No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, if we're getting meta, yes.
Well, am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say, hypothetically, that you're right about this crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack, like hella whack. Jesus, Sigma. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name, or how if your BP hits 0 you die. You told me you don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! But Hey, what are you kids doing over there? We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Oh! Oh! Huh? This time? Well, shit. Hey, Fi, hold on. Shit, so has she been through one of these before, too? I know. I know who Fi is. I got it. I got it, guys. I figured it out. Santa had a sex change. Yes. And he chose the name Phi because it has 3 letters and he was number 3 in the other game. Yep, crack the case. Alright.
Good. Looks like you're all here. Finally.
Let's get ready to rock!
Ambidex game! Round 1!
Wait. Am I stupid? Never mind.
The results!
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Alright. Oh my god. I like that artwork. Oh shit! Of course they'd pick Betray. Hey! Damn. So Kay and Clover picked Betray, really? And Alice picked Ally. Clover betrayed Alice? What? I mean, maybe Kay had some influence in the decision. But what? And then obviously Dio picked Betray. He probably could have easily overpowered Quirk and just made the decision for him without letting Quirk even say anything. And then Tenmyoji picked Ally, I believe that. And then we picked Ally, and like I hoped, Luna picked Ally too. Damn.
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh, no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done.
Yeah, see, that's exactly my thought. That's what I thought she would think. When Luna glanced away, I threw Fi what could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No! It wasn't me!
Yeah, that's what I figure.
Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Damn.
Is this true, Dio? Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote.
Yeah, right. Dio would never let Quark decide how they were gonna vote in a situation like that. No way. No way.
You wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go. What do you say we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
Yeah, but if that was the plan, and to make Grandpa think that Dio was the reason, why would Dio tell this whole story? No. I don't believe this. I think there is a possibility where this kid could be evil in this game, you know, because, you know, everyone has, like, a different side. We learned that in the first game. Everyone has, like, some hidden personality traits and stuff like that, and are capable of anything depending on the decisions we make and everything. But I do not think that, at least right now, that this right here that we're seeing is right.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio! You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid, keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa! You believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
Why? What? It looked as though another argument had taken place while Quark and Dio were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appeared to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it. I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Alright.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
But we have to get to 9 points, so obviously there's at least one more.
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then there's likely a round 2.
Besides, didn't you say the goal of the AB game was to get 9 BP? That's impossible without a second round.
Oh, yeah. I guess you got a point.
Yep.
You're right. There will be a second round.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting happens when an AB gate opens.
They're already open.
Right, you are.
They're gonna close.
So, let me just close them.
And then my guess is the keycard code is gonna
ambidex
change.
gates have closed. Round 2 of the ambidex game will be the moon round.
Yep, okay, we had the sun cards before, now it's gonna be the moon cards we need to get.
Moon cards will be required to open the gates.
Makes sense. Moon cards. Does that mean we can't use these cards anymore since they've got suns on them?
Yes, indeedy. Now, you'll have to look for cards with moons on them.
So, how many times do we play the AB game?
I don't know. As many times as you need to. It's anybody's guess how long it'll go. But I plan on keeping this party going until somebody opens the number 9 door.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP.
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on!
Okay.
Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth, and you're losing points. After all, if there's no bunny with 9 BP, the door can't open. If that happens, you'll just have to continue on to round 3, and round 4, and round 5. Round 100, round 2000, you might even go all the way up to round 24,009,4897.
It's an oddly specific number. But interesting, okay.
Although, I really hope it doesn't come to that.
But how do we keep, I mean, unless we keep, like, if that was the case, how would there be more puzzle rooms to go find, you know? There can't be 24 billion different locked rooms in this building. Anyway. Hey, can I ask you something?
I don't know. Can you?
There's rules about who can go into the secondary doors, right? Like, you have to have 3 people exactly.
Yeah? So?
Well, what about the number 9 door? Are the rules the same?
Nope. There aren't any rules about how many people can go through that door. It could be 1 person, or 2 people, or even all 9 of you.
Right, so all of us can win.
There is one thing though, Siggy. All that stuff about how you have to have 3 people to go through the secondary chromatic doors, maybe it's not 100% true.
Oh my god. Well, if you're lying about this rule, what other rules are you lying about? What? What do you mean?
You can open the door with just 1 or 2 people if you want.
Okay, you can't do it with more than 3 then?
That's not what you told us.
Well, I didn't want to make things complicated.
Then explain it now.
Just use the bracelets.
What? How?
There's a sort of scanner between the 2 doors. It checks to see if the right people
Right, we saw that.
But that doesn't necessarily mean it's scanning the people.
So, it's scanning the bracelets then?
Ding ding ding! As long as the scanner sees the right combination of bracelets, it doesn't matter how many people there are!
But wait, hold on a minute. Do these things even come off? When you die, here we go. That's where we're gonna get that answer, right?
Oh, yes! They do indeed.
Then how do I take it off?
So this is just more... Basically, what Zero just told us, right? What Zero just told us is that there's a way for all 9 of us to get out alive. But now he's telling us that there is... excuse me. There's a way to take bracelets from other people by killing them is what I'm guessing we're about to find out. So basically, instead of us focusing on the fact that we could all get out alive, we're going to focus on the fact that people could kill each other for the bracelets. Also, that makes me wonder if the old lady had a bracelet, and then obviously it came off when she died, you know, kind of like how there was an extra bracelet in the last game, so that'll be interesting.
Well, there's 2 ways. The first is to get through the number 9 door and escape. As soon as you're out, the bracelet unlocks all by itself.
What's the second way? Hey, Zero, wake up, will ya? What's the second way?
Oh, Bio. I think you already know.
What?
Do you really want to get rid of that bracelet?
Of course I do!
Oh, well, I see. It's easy. Nothing to it, really.
You die.
Yep, there it is.
Here's an exciting fact.
Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses.
You know what an electrocardiogram is, right? Technically, it's a machine that graphs the electric current flowing across the myocardium, but you probably know it as the thing in the hospital with the little light that goes beep, 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 beep. When someone dies on a TV show.
Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching. So, when that signal goes away...
The lock on the bracelet releases, right?
Yep. So there you go. The
Okay.
second way.
Yep, that's what
Your
I
heart
figured.
stops. Your bracelet comes off. Apart from that, there's no other way to get the bracelets off. If you try something harebrained, like trying to break them or something, you'll be disobeying the rules. I don't think I need to remind you what happens when you do that. But if you're lucky, you might get to see a few of them come off during the next round.
God.
Oops. I guess it's not going to be very lucky for some of you, huh?
That's ominous.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Well, do I have to explain everything?
Oh, they're gonna reveal here, that's what zero means. That when your bracelet hits 0, you die. That's what Zero is about to say. And since Alice only has, Alice and Tenmyoji, I believe, only have 1 point left.
Somebody
And of
might
course they're
die
both the
during
ones.
The next round of the AB game.
There. That's pretty clear, right?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Tenmyoji or less. One or the other. Or... it might be both of them.
What?
Why am I going to die?
I guess I can tell you why. Anyone whose BP drops to 0 gets penalized, just like when you break the rules.
I'm pretty sure I already told you what the penalty is.
You mean the needles in our bracelets are gonna activate and we'll die.
Correct, Siggy. Full marks.
So, Fi had been right, but how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Alice and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
What? What the hell? This is important stuff. Why didn't you tell us about this earlier?
Sorry.
Sorry's not going to cut it. I thought you were supposed to tell us the rules, not hide them.
Well...
Is there anything else you've conveniently left out? It's not fair to make people play a game without explaining all the rules.
It's a fair
I
point.
think it's fair. After all, it's not like anybody else knew. Right? Right, Fido?
Yeah, I guess so.
Interesting. I took a moment to go over everything in my head. The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door, right? There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape, right? The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people, so as long as you had the right bracelets, the bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, the needles in your bracelet would activate, killing you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. Red, blue, and green. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in cyan, magenta, and yellow.
But wait! You've already got those bracelets! Have a look! The color's changed, hasn't it?
Oh shit. Yeah, it did change. Mine's changed from red to cyan.
Me too. Mine's cyan now.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
Huh, interesting.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Yep, looks like mine's changed too. I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm still a pair.
The three of us seem to be magenta now as well.
Interesting.
I'm yellow. And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
Oh god, Fi and Dio.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates closed. As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too. And of course, it's totally random. No rules or anything! Now, with all of that explained, I must bid you adieu. Sadly, we may never meet again.
What?
Well, there's not really anything for me to facilitate anymore. I mean, you guys are good for her, right? I'll never see you guys again.
I'm sure we'll see him again.
Did you really think I was gonna cry?
Okay.
Suckers!
Yeah, well, it didn't really bother me.
Cry over you dummies.
What the? You fucking dick. Jesus, Sigma.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching. Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Okay, well, we're paired with Alice now, right? I think. But now with all of that explanation out of the way, we got done with the AB game and all that stuff. So I think this is a good place to stop. I'm sure we are about to, I don't know if time has passed enough for those doors to open, but I'm sure we're going to do a little bit of talking and then head towards the doors and have another puzzle to do. So that'll be next session. So yeah, I mean, we learned a lot of things. Fi has some kind of knowledge of this happening before, you know, and knowledge of how this game works, which is interesting. Like, I made the joke about it being, like, Santa or whatever, like, sex changed. Obviously, I was kidding, because her knowing how the system works with the BP and everything means that she's been a part of a similar game like this one before, which means it wouldn't have been the one from 999 Zero Escape game, right? Because we didn't have the whole ambidex thing and reaching zero and stuff like that. So clearly she's from some other version of this game being played. We just don't know the full story yet, and even Zero is aware, obviously, that she knows. So interesting. Well, we learned what the ambidex game is. It's a voting on allying or betraying. I guess we're just gonna have to try to guess, I suppose, what the other teams are gonna do. And the fact that they're shuffled, since we saw Fido was so, like, instantly betray, right? And she didn't seem like she was too sorry about making that choice, which means she's probably going to want to pick that again. And my guess is Dio's going to be fine with betraying. So if we come up against, well, they're actually a pair, so we're not going to be versing them, right? If I'm a pair again, I'm pretty sure mine was pair again, right? I think I'm paired with Alice, if I'm not mistaken. I apologize if I got that right, or if I got that wrong. I wasn't, like, keeping track as it was going through. I guess, actually, I think it wasn't too far back, right? I think it should say them. Where was Alice? Or where was Sigma? Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan. Oh, mine didn't say... I think mine still said pear, though, right? Alice said me too, mine's cyan now. Clover said mine too. It switched from pear to solo. Alice said you're right, mine switched from solo to pear. Who was the... I think it went through all the colors, right? So, Tenmyoji was... Oh, Tenmyoji is... Okay, so I think that Clover is the solo, which means that... Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I'm paired with Alice. I'm pretty sure I saw that right. But yeah, okay. So that's going to be interesting going with Alice next time rather than Fi. I was curious if we were going to be stuck with Fi the whole game, you know? I thought that would be kind of interesting, but yeah, anyways, interesting stuff. Poor Alice is down to 1 point, so we're going to have to try to play smart with whoever we're up against. I could try to figure it out based on the colored doors and stuff like that, but I'm really bad with colors, and the game is just going to tell me, like, what the options are anyway, so I figure I'll just wait on that. But yeah, we'll figure out the ambidex stuff as we get to it. It's an interesting concept. It feels more risky. The other one, I feel like the last game was set up in a way that kind of... It felt like it was pretty easy to not have characters killed. The only thing you had to worry about was other characters, like, killing you just out of, you know, anger or something, or just, like, plotting to steal your bracelet. But here it feels like I could accidentally make the wrong choice and kill Alice in the next round, you know? Whereas as long as you planned the rooms okay, you weren't really, like, risking too much in the last game, you know? So it definitely feels a lot more, like, RNG based in this one, whether people live or die, which makes me wonder if, like, I imagine it might not have the same storyline where, like, you know, obviously the last one was designed in a way that, like, no one who was, like, a good person should die. It was set up in a way to get revenge on the people that caused the original game, and then also save Akane as well. So I feel like this might be a little different because this seems a little more morbid. And I am sticking with my theory that it's very much possible that there might be another bracelet thrown in there that the old lady had, maybe. And then obviously I feel like Tenmyoji possibly has some kind of relationship with the old lady, somehow knows her or something, because he got way more sad as soon as we saw her. So yeah, a lot of different plot points being pushed, a lot of little things going on that caught my attention. I'm very curious about why Clover and Kay picked Betray and betrayed Alice, especially when Clover knows Alice, you know? But maybe Clover is just so, like, PTSD'd from the previous game, she'd do whatever. And also, guys, I had a crazy theory that I want to throw out there real fast. I don't think it's going to be the case, right? I don't think I'm right here, but I want to throw it out here because I thought it, and I want to say it on camera so that way I can't be like, if it happens, be like, oh my god, I thought of that, but I didn't think it was real, so I didn't say it, you know? So here it is. What if somehow, it wouldn't make sense because Kay would have to be lying about there being no body in the room, but what if somehow, the old lady was originally Kay's partner, and Clover's, like, infiltrating this nonary game, and, like, killed the old lady and put the bracelet on her own wrist, and is, like, infiltrating the game, you know? But I don't know. It's just a theory, but that would also mean that the body would have had to been in there when Kay was awake and she was knocked out. And that would have also mean that she, like, either faked being knocked out or knocked herself out somehow after killing the old lady in order for Kay to, like, carry her out and stuff. So, unless, like, no. Wait. I'm brain farting. Shit. Okay, I feel really dumb right now, guys, because I'm trying to remember the people who lived in the end of the other game. Because I was thinking, what if Kay is like Snake or something? But I guess Snake was blind, so he wouldn't know. He wouldn't be able to look at his bracelet like Kay did, and all that. But I can't remember in the true ending if Snake lived. Because I know one of the endings was where Snake, like, was a badass rushing at Ace and got, like, shot a bunch of times and just lived, like, forever long. But was that I don't think... I think it was only Ace and the other people that died during the true ending. I think, right? It was Ace and the other people that orchestrated the game, the Ninth Man, and then the fake Snake, right? But anyway, I don't think it's him anyway, because he was able to look at his bracelet and be like, oh, I have this color and this solo or pair, you know? So, that's just a crazy thing that I just thought of after that, was like, oh, maybe, you know, I don't know, or like, what if it was like Junpei or something? I don't know, stupid stuff, but whatever. Let's call it for here. Interesting theories. I highly doubt my theory about Clover, like, busting in and infiltrating this game and like trying to, like, find the new, like, Zero impersonator or something. I highly doubt that would be the case anyway, so I think that whole theory is bust. I just wanted to get it out there. But yeah, guys, great episode. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to play more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching me. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy. Also, check out my Patreon if you want to get access to some of these episodes early. I will be basically releasing these as I play them and render them and upload them. I will then release them to my Patreon, whereas I will be releasing them to YouTube every other day. So it's very possible that I could be, like, several episodes ahead on my Patreon. So check that out if you are interested. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my future reactions. Or, not reactions, sorry, that's my other shit. See you in my future playthrough episodes, stuff, things. Yeah, bye!